you wired.
What do you have for us, man? What do you have? What's that news?
I got the news, man. I got the fries that are across your eyes.
French fries.
Hey now.
So I want to kick off by talking about this real quickly. Just beyond this whole thing, we've been talking about junk, right? Let's talk about Joss Whedon having a love child with Zack Snyder, right? Like he's on Zack Snyder's balls right now, right? If this is true, the fact that that Joss Whedon wanted to have Vision's junk shown in.
What does he think this is, like The Watchmen or something?
Exactly like The Watchmen, right? So
this is why we can't have nice things.
Right? Does this confirm that Joss Whedon is a freak? Can we just get...
Yeah.
Ask Ray Fisher.
Oh.
Wee. At least he's
burned. Oh shit.
Justice
League. Me too.
But he's gonna be in another movie though. That sucks.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Speaking of Ray Fisher, I believe we're never gonna get Cyborg again. Not Ray Fisher.
No.
Not Ray Fisher. No. Nah. We're gonna get Terrence. What's his name?
He's gonna get replaced.
Terrence Howard.
And get Terrence Howard.
Bang.
And look at my blaster, man.
Brody, man.
Hey, I can float, man. I'm about to log into this computer, man.
Yeah.
You're like an A-lister, man.
I want to start with my point, bang.
Moving on. So man. He's actually excited for the possibility of new Jokers, which is contrary to what people have speculated his opinions were. People said that he was pissed off when Phoenix got cast. But according to Jared Leto, that is not true. Now, this could very well be a PR thing.
Right.
But if true, this contradicts what people thought. And I guess my question is, since Jared Leto kind of has given his blessing, who do you think will be the DCEU Joker going forward? Like, who is your dream cast here? A lot of people say Willem Dafoe. This is a constant thing out there.
It's possible.
But who? Do you bring in Phoenix? Is that your DCEU Joker now?
That's a tough call.
No.
I wouldn't want to see Phoenix as the DCEU Joker.
Yeah, that was his interpretation of the Joker.
I agree.
Yeah, I think he was good for at that kind of like prequel, but I don't think he would fit. I kind of can see William Dafoe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he could play that.
I think he would make a really good version of Joker.
You ever seen him? You ever seen him in Antichrist?
No.
No.
I might have heard that movie, but I've never seen it.
However,
it's wild.
Here's a more controversial thing. Do we need a Joker?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
I was reading. East looks like he wants to say something, though.
So, I could see Joaquin Phoenix in Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But not prime DC Batman.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what she's saying of no, you don't need him, because if you make this mysticism of who the Joker is, it makes you want the Joker more. Keeping him back from the fans is even a stronger pull than actually showing him.
Right. And besides, you can't go anywhere else with him other than fucking with Batman.
That's it.
You can't involve him in the DCEU universe. If you're going to do some sort of universe the way Marvel did the MCU, you can't do that because he's not like Omega level in a sense. He's just Joker.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess that's my point. What I'm getting at is like you can always say he's just locked up in Arkham, but Batman's rogue gallery is so huge that I don't necessarily think you need the Joker.
Right.
No.
Right.
You
Unless
Riddler, Two-Face, Penguin, whatever,
Captain Mr.
Right.
Freeze,
Black Mask,
unless
know,
unless
whatever.
went with
Mad
like
Hatter.
Joker from the Injustice video game,
Yes.
Yes.
Lewis, then it makes sense because then you would set up so much for Superman and
Thank you.
yeah.
That's
But otherwise, nah.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Like that.
I'm happy with what we got. Moving on,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's my view there. Like, if we don't get another Joker and he's just hinted at, like, don't get me wrong. I think one way or another we're going to have a Joker in the universe, but
Yeah.
I think they easily can get away with he's in Arkham.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
yeah.
You know, I think if anything, just kind of like a passing, you know,
Mhm.
like a cameo passing phase, you know,
Yeah.
2 second, you know, I don't think that he needs to be a main focal point in it. It just,
Yeah.
you know, just kind of a hint at it. Although, you know, just to kind of really solidify, the main reason why I see William Dafoe could be even just the passing, because you wouldn't even with him being, you know, with his visuals, because of fucking
He just looks like the Joker.
Boondock Saints.
He does. Yeah.
But because
Imagine-
of Boondock Saints, when
Yes.
he did
Yeah.
that, when he did that fucking drag character.
Yes.
When he was in drag, that right there kind of solidifies the fact that his facial features, he can contort them and he can do, you know, he can play that kind of a role. So I don't think if you have him, even if it's showing him going into Arkham Asylum, being locked up, and that's the only thing you see, I think that would be mint.
Yeah, that was.
He's my Green Goblin. Yes, and
Yeah,
that's the thing.
that's
You know, as to the Green Goblin, he just has that. He has that Jack
There's a
Nicholson.
look. Yeah.
Yes.
He has
That-
that Jack Nicholson mentality where
that
he
look.
can have caricature of his own face.
You
But-
know,
But I see what you're saying. You don't have to put focus on him. It could be like a back shot. It could be like a glance.
No, the
Or maybe like a
side
quick side shot of
profile
his
him.
face.
Yes,
be-
you know, just like you don't need a lot, just enough to show that he's there, to have that
Mhm.
look, and then just move along to the next, you know,
Yep,
scene.
that's it.
And-
Like Sean is saying, it could be like a small Easter egg looking at the back computer and you see his face, or
Yes.
even Brother Eye, it's being used, and you just
Mhm.
quickly see his face just scroll. That's all you
Right.
need. But
All
the
you need.
fans would be so behind it, like
Yes.
that would cause people to watch the scene over and over and over and over again.
Right.
And don't credit him, just have him listed as
damn it.
uncredited.
Yeah,
or,
that's it.
or if
Here
you
we
want
go.
to take it even a
Giving
one
away
more
free shit again.
higher, you introduce the Justice League universe. I mean the DCEU universe, right? And then eventually you get to Batman Death Metal, and then you do the Batman Who Laughs story, and then I want to see Joker again.
hmm
Yes.
That's right, Mommy Face. There you go. Yes.
Like,
Mhm.
oh, you've
Yep.
been in the background this entire time.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes. Yes.
That
I
would
mean,
be
I'm
Again,
really, I'm
here
really
we go.
excited.
Giving
For,
away free shit.
I'm really excited for the Riddler we're getting. By the way, in the
Mhm.
Batman,
Yeah.
I think that's going to
Yes.
be very good.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Ah,
be a really different take on it. And, you know, as far as the whole thing, this is why we can't always give away free shit.
She's
Um,
right.
But, you know, people saying that Jared Leto was kind of not, you know, like upset about not being the Joker in any. I think he's got other shit on his plate.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Morbius right
Exactly. Morbius.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit about the Joker. He's got Morbius. His
Yeah.
version of the Joker was so ill
Not well-
received
Right, exactly.
that he
Mm-mm.
doesn't give a shit. He's like, you know what? Nobody really loved my Joker, which doesn't, you know, that's not necessarily on him. That's just how it was written.
Mhm.
I think he's more. Don't even get me started about his band.
Oh, I don't think
I-
people understood. The problem is people see the Joker as a linear thing, and they don't understand that the
He
Joker
is-
has had many looks over the year, and that
yeah,
is-
he has a complex history.
Mhm.
that
Yes.
Joker has been around. and that's one of the things.
Yeah, and you know, I think that's one of the biggest problems where you have people who are quote unquote unfamiliar with the different multiverses. They don't understand that there's different versions of these characters. Like, I still maintain. I know it wasn't, but with the Justice League, that one shot where you had that boy going up to mourn the death of Superman, and he had that jacket.
Yeah.
That looked just so much like. It wasn't. Oh, it looked so much alike that you were like, wait, is that Superboy?
Yep.
Yeah.
But like people who like it probably wasn't, but people who get the multiverse, they may have thought that.
Right.
Like, so many people, but other people are like, oh, he's just a fan of Superman and he has the jacket. But then like
It was filmed brilliantly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
that's Zack Snyder, because I believe that was a scene Zack Snyder had, that was something covering for from Zack. He's all about that. I mean, you look at Watchmen, you look at all these the entire comic movies. He's all about Easter eggs. He's always about about winking at the camera.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's one of those. So that's why people, you know, regular people, they weren't a huge fan. Even some of the even some of the hardcore fans, they weren't totally in love with his portrayal. But again, it's not his fault. It's how it was written. So I think, you know, it's up in the air on who they can have next, because they can go in so many different ways. Are they going to go more comical? Are they going to go more serious? Are they going to go darker? And there's just, again, that's the beauty of these things.
I hope darker, Shauna, because like remember that they're still working on Justice League Dark series.
Yeah.
And if it's gonna be dark from jail dark, I hope that the rest of the universe is kind of dark also. You have to keep that vibe. You think about it. DC has always been a darker comic than Marvel.
So Justice League Dark, who would you want to play Etrigan?
Oh,
I don't know.
Tough.
Oh, with the fucking rhymes. Oh my god.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Because there would be so much makeup. You really, it's not the look. Okay, so it's totally for Etrigan. You would have to be one of those, you close your eyes and hear it. So who do you hear? So it's got to have somebody who has a very eloquent voice.
Right.
A very distinct, eloquent. I want to give him an accent too, because fuck accents.
Why not?
So here was my original one from years ago.
Okay.
Sean Connery.
Oh, wow.
Because of the accent.
That
But I understand Sean Connery's harder to. But since Sean Connery's passed away, Daniel Craig. No, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
James Bond. And he's got that stone jaw.
Yeah, he does.
I will say I do have faith in this series because Bad Robot is leading it up. J.J. Abrams is leading it up.
J.J. Abrams is a beast. Yep.
And I think this is a property that he can really run with.
Yep.
He's also running with Superman, from what I'm reading, what I've been told. So these the two properties he's chose to take on is Justice League Dark and Superman.
By the way, did you check out that Superman trailer? Did you see how dark that shit was? That was more on the line. There's a new Superman trailer for the new Superman show coming out.
Oh, for the show, yeah.
Oh,
really?
Batman and Lois. Superman and Lois.
Yeah. It's pretty dark. It's a lot Zack Snyder.
Oh, because he's got the twins, and one of them is Superboy Prime.
Yeah. So you know what that means? Green Lantern, baby.
Forget a part 2. Yeah. We had Infinite Crisis, so now we're gonna have Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yes.
Because you know all this is going to tie in. You know this is tying into the Green Lantern show on HBO Max.
And it's tying into Flashpoint.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. It's gonna happen.
We'll do a good show about it.
Oh, huge show. Has to be.
Good show. Good show. Where we actually watch it and not run over highlights.
Do you think they're going to completely recast Constantine, or do you think we're going to get Constantine back?
Yeah. I don't know.
This is the problem. It's like they're talking about getting a Constantine movie with Keanu, and then Matt Ryan wants to do Constantine.
And he's perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Do we get Matt Ryan, or do we get somebody totally different?
Matt Ryan.
I think it's going to be Matt Ryan. I think he's going to push for it. I think that's which, quite frankly, I love when you hear, actors and actresses who the character resonates so much and they have such a connection that they're like, no, I want to do this. If this comes out, I need to do it. And because then that means that it's going to be on point and there's going to be not just a paycheck involved. This is pure passion.
Yeah, like
it's like Doctor Who. You knew who the Doctor was that you enjoyed the most because it really embodied that character.
Right, exactly.
And for Matt Ryan, he did the NBC show, and then he did he showed up on the CW. He did the animated, and he's done multiple animated. Him being Constantine is really important for him. That you need to give him the HBO Max. You need to.
Like at this point, I would be surprised if he didn't have a Constantine tattoo on him somewhere.
Right.
Like, he is that in love with the character.
Yeah, well,
I fucking love that. I love hearing about that when you have someone who is that passionate about a character like that.
Like
probably if they do anything going forward with Lucifer, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get
another Constantine crossover.
You're gonna have the same actor. What's his name?
A Trigon?
No, Lucifer.
Oh, don't.
I know.
I know.
Tom Ellis.
Shit out of the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm pretty sure you're because he's kind of embodied that role.
Yeah, he has.
That's true.
So, I don't see them recasting.
So,
probably not.
The problem is what Warner Brothers, what DC has to do is they need to individually go to these actors and start handing them the contracts like with what Disney and Marvel did. We want to tie you up for X amount of appearances, and you will get X amount of money. And if you start doing that, you're showing the actors we're committed to you.
Yeah,
right.
With the exception of your Batman, your Superman, your Flash, your Wonder Woman. You take all the B-list characters and say, we are committed to having you stay with us forever.
Stop, Shauna.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's the thing. Like when it comes to TV, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, they're killing it. There is a nice through line on TV, at least. Like it does seem like there's a plan. It does seem like there's things are thought through a little bit more, more so than the movies. Do you disagree, Shauna? Do you disagree?
No, I agree. I was yawning and drinking at the same time because I was like, I'm going to drink because I'm trying not to yawn again.
Oh shit!
But I don't even want to say it because I feel like it's something that I've said like multiple times. As far as like the continuity and consistency, but the TV shows are leaps and bounds, have it on lockdown. And if these movies can get the B list, because those are the ones that are going to potentially be your offshoots. They're going to be the ones who have the potential to have more movies.
With that said, like, why don't you just get Greg Berlanti to control the shit? Right? I mean, he seems to have the TV pretty unpacked, right? The CW
because
like,
Jeff Johns won't let go.
That's the problem.
He won't let go, man.
like, to me, but logically, right? You just give it to Greg Berlanti, right? He's already doing great on TV. Like, am I crazy to think that? Do you guys agree with that? Just getting it to Greg?
I can't. Berlanti has his hands on everything else, and I don't know if I really liked everything else. You know, I don't know.
That's a problem. Is the fact is you're right. Jeff Johns needs to let go, and just let Berlanti. But the problem is, do you want a CW show or do you want a HBO Max show?
HBO,
Right.
fuck the CW.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
that's the
Fuck the
point.
CW.
You need to. So the problem is you need. CW is like the worst. It's not a bad CW. The thing about it is there's a commitment between Paramount and Warner,
Warner,
and that's what the CW is CBS Warner, because you can fold it and they merged and they blah. They
just pretty much absorbed it.
They bumped uglies and created CW, but the thing about it is, how much content is Warner Brothers pumping into the CW as opposed to Paramount and CBS pumping into the CW?
Yeah.
And so all I see is Warner Brothers content on the CW,
right.
and very little Paramount and other shit. So what needs to happen is Warner Brothers needs to say, "Listen, motherfuckers, we need more of your shit and give us Star Trek Discovery on CW."
Ooh.
But no, because there's cursing. Because there's cursing on Star Trek Discovery. Don't take that away from me. But give us something Star Trek related and dump it on CW and take the burden off of Warner Brothers, so Warner Brothers can slowly move stuff to HBO Max.
Mm.
And then what you're gonna get is, imagine a Grant Gustin saying, "Fuck you, King," fuck you to this dude or fuck you to that.
That's the first thing he needs to say is "fuck you." That's the first thing.
Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck
you, Barry.
Come on.
And like, imagine Arrow if Arrow would have been on HBO Max. That show would have been so much better. Imagine, and this is the one thing.
All of them had been on CW.
I don't want to talk about Nanda Pumbart. I don't want to talk about this dude.
Nanda Pumbart. So here's the one thing I've always said: Black Lightning was not meant for CW.
No,
Black Lightning was meant for DC Universe.
Well played.
Because of Tobias Whale. That man is just a freaking racist, and half the crap that comes out of his mouth needs to be on HBO Max.
Yeah, he was extremely watered down for the CW.
Oh yeah,
but that's the problem is everything is watered down for CW. Everything.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with CW is they take these really great characters. I'm getting on, and they make it into fucking Dawson's fucking Creek.
Yeah.
Like Tobias Whale had a line of these church-going Negroes. And in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I know exactly what you wanted to say. But it would have been a more, because he's an African-American albino saying these church-going Negroes. If you would have just let him say it the way it was supposed to be, it would have been a stronger message.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm sorry. He would have used the N-word, but it would have been that much of a stronger message that you would have been like, he's a racist albino black man.
Yep.
Like, and it fucks your brain up. Exactly.
Because you sit there and you're like,
what? But
What did he say?
the problem is that people don't know Tobias Whale, and he is a self-loathing albino who hates black people. You can't show that on the CW. That needs HBO Max, and this is why it's being
family
canceled.
friendly.
He was so watered down; it was ridiculous.
Oh my god! And this is why Black Lightning's canceled.
And you know who else was watered down? The guy from the enemy from Legends of Tomorrow. What's his name? The long haired dude. What's his name? Fuck. He's a main bad guy.
Randall Savage.
Randall Savage. You know that dude is a beast, and he was so watered down, dude.
Damien Dark was watered down.
Damien fucking Dark, man.
Oh,
Reverse Flash was watered down.
Yep.
Yo,
and there is so much sex in the comics, but it's not about sex. It's about building that relationship with the reader and the story.
It's about the grittiness, the realness,
yes.
That's what DC's all about. That's DC.
It's real. Like, this is the argument that I have with my wife all the time, because she's like, well, Marvel's relevant. And not Marvel, but the X-Men is relevant, and they touch on, them not being, they're mutants and they're outcasts, and there's that, there's that discrimination. But it's like, that's a photocopy of metahumans.
Yes. Yep.
The original comic book, metahumans. Yep. That's what the X-Men are. Because everyone else in the Marvel universe is either a god or got their powers from a freak accident.
Yep.
Hulk, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four. Do I need to go on?
Yep.
Oh, Deadpool. Freak accident.
Yep.
But everybody, with the exception of Barry Allen,
Barry's your exception.
Struck by lightning.
Everybody else still though.
Well, he was struck by lightning in his lab with chemicals.
And he was genetically altered.
So there was,
Not to mention the fact,
events.
Not to mention that his super sperm has given birth to other speedsters, and it was because of a speed force. It was there before, and it chose him.
Yep. So it's not like that. It was just something where it's like they popped out the womb with these powers. They were born normal.
Seriously, even.
So now, is he the fastest man alive in that expense too?
Oh, yeah, he is. He's got to be.
Yo, that would be.
It is a white guy.
He's done before it started.
I'm pretty sure Missy Elliott wrote a song about him.
And we lost G.
Oh, you hear him.
I don't want.
I can't. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
I think we may have hit our nose after dark.
What else do we got though?
All right.
Look at him like he's all composed
Two
now.
more stories, and then we're kind of just setting nerds after dark and just chilling. Michael B. Jordan is open to playing Killmonger again.
No.
Really?
No.
No.
He got.
He's dead.
He's dead.
How can you
He's resurrected the character? No.
Dude, let's be fucking real. No one's ever fucking dead in Marvel.
Wait.
Disney has no
But
balls.
is he really
Black
dead?
Widow.
Wait.
Ultron.
Disney has no balls. They don't kill off anyone.
How did Killmonger die? I forget.
They didn't get
Did
hit
he
by
fall
a
out of
train.
waterfall?
No, he got hit by a train.
Yeah.
Doesn't he stab himself in the stomach or something like that?
He got hit by a train.
Yeah. No, Black Panther's freaking stabbed him.
I thought he stabbed himself.
It was some fucked up ending, but he died. All right, but hold on.
Black Widow's dead, but
hold on.
Are you sure?
They threw his body
I still
into
believe
the
in Black
water.
Widow. They're gonna pull some shit, and she's gonna be back.
No.
Shauna, they threw his body into the water.
thank you, mommy face.
That don't matter anymore.
So then Namor
Black
brings
Panther,
his ass back.
There you go.
That don't
Black
matter.
Panther kills him.
No, it doesn't matter.
No,
Nothing matters after Doctor Strange.
no. Not only that,
So
but
they threw
during-
his body in the water.
Wow.
He becomes the Little Mermaid.
Somebody could have fished. Little Mermaid could have saved his ass.
I would say keep in mind during Black Panther, T'Challa technically died.
No,
Who?
but multiverse. They're
The
gonna
only,
run-
all right. The only reason that somebody actually dies in the Marvel universe is when their contract ends up.
Oh, good point.
Because that's the only reason why Black Widow died. It's the only reason why Captain America
Robert
got
Downey.
old. It's the only reason that Tony Stark died. That's the only reason that those people died
Because their contracts are up.
contract expired.
That's what I'm saying.
And they weren't going to renew their contract. They
But
were
you
done.
could recast. You could recast and give a reason why.
Yep.
No.
Interesting.
You
I
can
highly
recast.
doubt it.
So
This is what we're talking about. They're not going to do that.
So hold up. Remember that rumor we had, that story we had a few weeks ago about Chris Evans?
Yes.
Oh, he had no
So-
idea.
And
And
he,
And he said, no, it's not going to happen.
but this is Chris
Yeah,
Evans
he
we're talking
debunked
about.
that.
Hold on. This is Chris Evans we're talking about.
He joked
So
last time too.
yeah.
He did.
So here's the thing, and this is where everybody's. So you got to stop thinking linear, and you got to start, and not talking about you guys, but everybody else out there. Stop thinking linear and start thinking multiverse, because he could be the Hydra Captain America.
Yep.
Guys, who's Chiro-chan 224? Hey.
Oh, man.
Shiro-san.
Yeah.
Guys, check this guy out on Twitch. He's amazing.
I
Welcome.
He streams Final Fantasy a lot. Which is
Okay.
that. You can check him out with that. Thank you for joining us, Chiro.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
So-
thanks.
So it's one of those things of they Marvel knows what they're doing, because this is why they tapped into the multiverse, because, and I know I'm giving shit away for free, but you could bring Killmonger back. It could be Michael B. Jordan, but he could be from Earth 615.
Yep.
Oh.
And he's alive. He never died. And a matter of fact, in Earth 615, he could be the Black Panther.
Yep.
Wait a second.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
In Earth 615.
Idea.
Wait a minute. Let's put some logic in it.
So we just lost Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, don't tell me this is about to be Black Panther. Yo, don't tell me that. No.
And so
Don't tell me, man.
So
No.
logically, you have Siri be the Black
I gotta talk to Mariah. No, man.
So logistically, it depends when Black Panther 2 takes place. You could have Siri, and you know how they've thrown out movies before the one that happened before it with afterwards, because they fuck up with their timelines.
Right.
But you can literally have it where it's showing Siri holding up, fucking Rwanda, Botswana, holding it up. But you know what I mean, and then when you merge Wakanda, but then when you merge the universe, because that's what's going to happen, is that all the universes are going to become one except for the Spider-Verse, because that's something different. But all of them are going to become one. Now you have Killmonger as your Black Panther,
and introducing Storm for the mutants,
and introducing Ironheart.
Yep.
Mm.
And introducing Avengers Next.
Avengers Next?
You're going too far here, man. Calm
I
down.
thought it was gonna be like Secret
Oh
War.
no! Avengers Next comes after Phase 5 or 6, because Phase 5 or 6 has got to be everyone fighting Onslaught.
Phase 10.
That's
Phase 6.
That's the end of it. That's the end of it, where they all fight Onslaught, and then they have the reboot by Little Richard's kids.
Well, I'm pretty sure the big villain in Phase 4 is Kang. I'm sure that's where they're going to go.
Kang?
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone's saying Doom, but I highly doubt it.
Oh God, if it was Doom, Jay would be going ape shit, dude. Holy shit!
Agreed.
Oh my
I
God,
actually agree
yes.
with you.
Yo,
I think that's
loves
going to
We
happen.
should reintroduce
Doom
the
so
Fantastic
much.
Four, the Fantastic Four reboot again, but who knows?
So, like in my head, this whole shit has happened. Like I have this all planned out in my head because you have your X-Men, and you're going to have the proper introduction of Phoenix and the Starjammers and
Mhm.
Lilandra. But
So now here's the problem: is E has already actually watched all these movies that when they actually come out, they're going to suck because they're not what he's already seen in this.
that's the
Yeah.
problem. That's the problem. Like Justice League, I had the movie all written out. Justice League was all written in my head.
And then you go the way you
Yo.
hoped for.
I gotta
So-
tell you, man, you gotta stop with your DMT trips, man, because like you're like predicting a lot of shit, dude. Like
Dude,
for real,
Promise.
you're traveling
Yeah.
through time, bro.
dude, I got so much in my head, like the whole fact of how, like, all right, so a few years ago, me and a good friend of mine, Andy, we had thought, all right, we ever get rich, we're gonna buy a comic book store, we're gonna write movies. It's called Happy Belly Productions. We had Justice League written out to the point of like it was introduced in little phases,
Right.
but off of what was already current.
Mm.
Nothing ever happened, but like we had a good layout for how
Ooh,
Justice League
Shiro.
should have been done.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like that.
Ooh,
I'm not mad at that. I'm
Mm-mm.
not mad at all.
ooh,
Like
Oh.
it. I like it, man.
I like that a lot. See, look,
Yeah.
now we've got the viewers giving away free shit.
See, now I just had a squirrel moment and I just lost my chain of thought. But that's a good
Now you're thinking about that comment. I mean, man, that's
that's powerful.
Yeah.
that's-
I could see that being true. I could actually see that being true.
But
Mhm.
the problem is, but you see, all right,
yeah.
all right, hold on. They worry about this too much.
Mm.
Of course.
No one's going to the movie theaters. Do whatever the fuck matches the book now because no
Thank
one's going to the movie theater. So you don't have to worry about that ticket that's being sold.
Mhm.
Now you could do what you want.
Yo,
Because
just
people are fucking bored. Do what you want. People are going to watch it.
And you keep bringing up the time travel, you keep bringing up the multiverse. What better villain to have in your Phase 4 than Kang? Right?
Yeah.
Like, if they're going the multiverse route, Kang makes the ultimate sense.
you know,
Mhm.
you make a lot of sense because Wonder Woman 84, it gave
Yes.
HBO that huge subscriber boost, man.
Yes.
It did.
Movie
And-
review, like HBO grew because
And I think a lot more movies are going to go there.
Full.
I think
Did.
yep. I think a lot more movies are going to go that route now because they
The,
saw
the,
what
the,
they
the,
what
the subscriber route. Yeah, easy.
So I'm just going to say
Oh.
318. That,
Justice League.
yeah,
Wait,
don't
wait.
talk to me. Don't talk to me. 318.
No,
Don't
no,
talk to me.
316, baby.
And the 316.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, seriously though, on 318, I'm probably gonna be watching that movie, and like we
Uh,
are gonna
yeah,
have to talk about that shit. I know some of you guys are very into watching it, but I will be watching it, and I'll be digesting all of it,
I'll be.
and try not to melt on the
Yeah,
floor.
Chiro-chan
Yo,
made
it's
a
gonna
good point about
perfection.
WandaVision,
I'm
guys.
telling you, I'm telling you, this is gonna be it. I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna be it. They're gonna be like, wow, we should have let it happen, and we should have just kept them.
Oh,
And dude, I'm telling you, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna be the best thing ever. I'm telling you.
hey, Ninja Jade. Oh, I like
It's
this one.
gonna blow. So this Snyder cut, as sick
I'm
as I
telling
am,
you.
as sick as I am talking about it, this Snyder cut is gonna blow away Avengers.
It is
I am sorry.
because you want to talk. You want to talk about a nerd? Zack Snyder is a nerd.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
he is.
Oh,
Yo, he's the ultimate nerd.
Nah, I don't think he's the ultimate nerd.
not
He's
ultimate,
he's the
just a
biggest nerd with money.
So
There you go. Even
No,
better.
come on,
I have
no.
to say,
Hold on,
I
Sean.
have to say that they've dug themselves a pretty deep hole with how much they've built this goddamn movie up.
Mhm.
They better deliver, because if they don't deliver,
They're going
they're
to.
fucked.
Yeah,
they're-
I agree.
Yeah.
If they don't deliver,
DC's done.
they're done. They're done.
This movie better make people cream diamonds. I'm
Exactly.
serious. It's got to be good.
Again, like,
But I don't think it
I
has
was
to either though, because
no,
the
it
universe is
does.
not
Like,
set on it because they've gone out and said that this Zack Snyder's versus the cul-de-sac, it's its own thing.
But
So I don't think if it's bad, people are going to hold the universe against.
no, but I get what Sean is saying is that they've lifted this movie up on such a high pedestal that if it doesn't deliver, we're kind of going to be like, what the fuck, man? Why the fuck did you even bother?
Right.
Exactly.
exactly.
Why
People
Why?
will
Like,
give up. People will
like,
give
yes,
up.
like it sounds weird. Okay, so
This-
I had people in Connecticut, and I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for this. There's a restaurant called J. Timothy's that are supposed to have these like amazing wings, like the what is it, like the Dirty Rub or
That
something?
dirty rub.
dirt.
Yeah,
They suck.
and everybody built these wings up like these were gonna blow my mind, and I was excited. I was like, yeah, and then I had them. I'm like,
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
and I will never go to that restaurant again.
all that hype for nothing.
Put all that hype for nothing.
Right.
And with something like this, that
Well,
everybody
what
was
was-
like, no,
What
we're
was-
never
what
gonna
was-
have a.
What was wrong with the wings? What was wrong?
They suck ass.
They
Oh,
were
just-
okay, but
just
they just
shit
didn't.
quality.
They didn't taste like okay. There's a certain foods that you eat that stick. Like you can sit there and be like, oh man,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had those.
Okay.
You remember it. They were not memorable.
No.
Contrary to Shauna's experience, they were memorable.
Yes, I
They
heard about
were
this Chiro
that
gun.
dirt rub.
They
But in the past few years,
suck.
not anymore.
Uh,
They got smaller, and they're not that dry rub that you used to like. Yo, I need to order these.
They suck. Donkey dick.
Now
So,
I've
all right.
never sucked donkey dick, so I don't know what that tastes like.
I don't either. But here's the fact: if I live less than a mile away from J. Timothy's, and I don't crave them because I can make better wings with my eyes closed, a fucking monkey could make better wings than J. Timothy. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Unless you get the honey gold or the teriyaki.
But I do see what you're saying. Like, there's all this hype behind it. But I think for most people, unless you're already a like a Snyder Cut enthusiast, I don't think there's a much hype around it that most people think there is. If that makes sense. Like, I don't think that the common viewer is like one may not even know a Justice League is coming out.
Right.
But I think the people who are most excited are the Snyder Cut fandom. You know, they're the ones who are really excited about it because they're the ones who were told it didn't exist for the longest fucking time, that it didn't exist, that it was just hearsay. And then when they're told, hey, guess what? That thing you were told wasn't going to happen. It's going to happen.
I think that's all.
Infinite Heroes.
I think being let down is on them.
Paul.
I don't know.
Paul.
Oh, you got some splaining to do.
Yeah, you do, Paul. So we had a guest on our show last year, Paul from Infinite Hero Comics in Watertown, and he used to work for DC, and he said, no, it doesn't exist. Straight up on the show. Now, he doesn't work for DC anymore. We know he has the hookups, and he's like, it doesn't exist. Paul, we need some explanation here.
You
I
got
mean,
some
I
splaining
think,
to do, Paul.
yeah.
Speaking of tangible things, though, several things are happening in the DC world.
Mhm.
The Batman, the Batman is finished filming.
Finally.
Took long enough.
So has the Suicide Squad. They're wrapping up.
Interesting.
Shazam 2 is starting filming.
They got to rush with that.
So is
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Interesting.
So there's a lot of moving parts happening in DC right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's good news. That's good stuff. Like
It is.
Mhm.
It's good news, but it's kind of like
Mommy,
It's all right. It's all good, Mama.
yeah, take care of that migrate, mommy.
I heard horse
Yes.
milk helps.
Wait, what? You heard what?
Horse
Say
milk
what?
helps.
Batman the animated series, he said, is coming back.
Yeah,
Batman TAS.
yeah, too. But I
That
heard
makes me
horse milk helps for migraines.
Horse
Huh.
milk.
Yes.
Where the hell are you gonna find horse milk in Virginia?
Oh, long come.
Oh, I fucked it up. All right, sorry.
But I'm excited about all these movies moving along. It's just, are you jumping the gun before even The Flash has been filmed?
I will say that as far as Shazam 2 goes, you have to. These kids
You have to because those kids need to. You need to make 3 movies before those kids age. And I honestly would think that you should film Shazam 3 and
2 at the same time.
And Black Adam.
Oh, same
Mhm.
time.
You need to. You can't wait. You need to do
Well-
3 and Black Adam at the same time.
Yeah.
They can pull it off, but you know,
Yeah, if they're
Yeah.
smart, they'll film Shazam 2 and 3 at the same time.
Yeah, because they're gonna flow right
Yeah.
into it because 3 is gonna be them fighting Black Adam basically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if Black Adam is introduced, then I hope that the Legion of Doom comes together.
Thank you, Ninja.
hello.
Yes.
Thank you, Ninja Dave. If they did it with The Hobbit, they can do it for those movies.
Exactly.
Very true.
Speaking of which, do you think Snyder's doing it with Justice League, or do you think do you believe the whole this is a one and done? We'll see how things go.
You know what? At this point, I don't even fucking know. They said the movie wasn't even going to happen.
I'll be right back.
So I'm having, and I'm not meaning to insult anybody, but I'm having one of those Tourette's moments where it's like I
Having a
want
Black
to blurt out.
Stradamus movie.
Yes, thank you, Shauna, because supposedly
It's
his
like a
movies,
fucking crystal ball.
his movies fit into a different universe.
Yes.
Okay.
So why? What other movie did he make that's DC related? Watchmen.
Right.
Oh,
Superman versus Dr. Manhattan. Just fucking give it to me.
they got to make that happen.
Well, I made the theory out there, and I'm still sticking by it.
Yeah.
I think Silas Stone is going to be this version of Dr. Manhattan.
Holy shit, you're right. I remember you saying that a few weeks ago.
And I'm standing by it. I think that's the plan.
So you think he's going to give us the Superman versus Dr. Manhattan storyline?
I think it may be hinted at. I think he's going to throw everything into this movie, and the seeds will be there if they.
Oh,
They need to give Snyderverse is what you call it. His own individual pocket on HBO Max.
Mhm.
And you just let him because just let him do it because it's art. If anything,
I think they will.
people are gonna watch.
If Zack Snyder's Justice League does well, I think because let's not kid ourselves. Warner Brothers is not pulling the strings. AT&T is.
Oh,
right. Oh, that's right.
So, and it seems like AT&T is behind Zack Snyder.
they are, but
So,
they're a fucking bunch of retards that can't figure out what to do with themselves. And I'm sorry that I use that terminology, and I'm not insulting anybody, but I'm talking about the behavior at AT&T where they can't figure out a left hand from a right hand and what to do with every single intellectual property that they own.
yeah.
That's
But
the problem.
But
Yeah.
like you said, there's different Earths, and that's gone. Walter Hamada has gone on record to say that's the plan going forward. So you have Zack Snyder's Earth, you have the Earth that Robert Pattinson is a part of, and then you have Earth Prime, which is what we know, the main storyline.
Yeah, but what?
So I think going forward, that if Zack Snyder's Justice League does well, they're going to give Zack Snyder HBO Max Earth, basically.
But how do you pull back your actors if they're doing other movies?
True.
That's the problem. Double duty. Like how hard has it been to be able to launch a Flash movie because of the crap that Ezra whatever his name Miller pulled. So it's like that's the problem, is you have to rely on not only on your director, producer, but you also have to rely on your actors to stay alive and behave. And that's like, honestly, I wouldn't be angry if after Flashpoint you get a Grant Gustin Flash in the movies. Or
I would love it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, or Grant Gustin Flash as the Zack Snyder Flash. And you leave Ezra Miller for the movie Flash. You gotta separate the two, because the problem is this is what DC has done forever and ever and ever, is that your movie verse versus your TV verse is always different. You either consolidate into you use one actor, or you keep it separate. Like they were, and this is where I give kudos to the Flash, of where they acknowledge every other media platform of DC show and try to bring it in to say, we acknowledge that, hey, that Flash TV show that was on CBS years ago, it actually did happen. And that Wonder Woman, that too. And Michael Keaton's Batman happened. And so did the animated Batman film. All that happened. But so did Brandon Routh's Superman. And he ended up being Kingdom Come Superman, which was basically Christopher Reeve Superman. That's the one thing that the Flash got right. But it's one of those things of, now it ended up like this, and now we're getting that split all over again. And when they were right here, they needed to tie it up and say, we're not letting it split again. But that's where AT&T does not know how to run a company, because the fact is they're more worried about selling DirecTV, honestly.
Well, they're not a movie studio. They don't know movies.
No, that's the problem. They need to let Warner run independent of what you want. But the problem is, Warner, they're a bunch of douchebags and is tunnel vision and doesn't allow DC to run independently. What they need to do is Warner runs Warner, DC runs DC, the same way Disney allowed for Marvel Studios to exist.
Yep.
Yep, you're right.
And that's my Black Stradamus rant for the week.
There you go. There you have it, folks.
Because I'm just sick and tired of it.